that they had before, keep the momentum on their side, and it all comes down to this Lee Sin first pick for the superstar jungler.
That is interesting to me. SBTC with a very different strategy here, instead leaving the Ziggs up for Team Secret to grab, who will also take the Varus, mind you, so Chewy's back on his most played champion. By far, this is the 7th performance here for Chewy on Varus, but SBTC, they get TF on that Lee Sin. This is his comfort pick as well.
With the Senna locked in Kangas, I'm sad to report that we probably won't get Kirill's Ezreal here in Game 3. Going back to that Senna composition, the Nunu likely won't be locked in, though, because with that Lee Sin, we already know what jungler TF is playing, but that won't stop them from locking in the Rock once more. Kirill and Akano back on that duo from Game 1.
Yeah, this combo didn't work too well last time around against the Lucian Nami lane, where Chewy was able to go 4-0 by 3 minutes into the game, but now you see that Varus locked in, so maybe they feel a little more confident saying, okay, let's go back to this, but as back to that Nami, had a very clean performance, and Varus still packs a lot of power in the early game too, still can output a lot of damage, maybe not as much synergy with the Nami, but still similar in just how impressive it can be.
It feels like that Team Secret are wanting to play this front-to-back team fight style now. We've seen two different ones from them before the Jarvan locking in. It does secure that. They are definitely looking to do this, but we saw the Assassin combination from Game 2. We saw that early game destruction from Lucian and Lee Sin in Game 1. This is yet again a different look.
Interesting to note, neither Trebor nor Azar has played J4 yet in group stages, so this is a first for whoever will be piloting that one. And we got a Garen and a Yasuo lock in. A lot of AD damage from SBTC, but if you talk about combos, they got a couple.
Yasuo and the Lee Sin specifically as a combination from before actually got Yasuo its first win just a couple of days ago.
1 in 7, baby.
Thanks to Julie, Yasuo mains can rejoice. Their champion is not winless internationally, but although the record still isn't amazing for him, this is a great team composition for it. You have that Lee Sin setup from TF that looked amazing in the game before. You also have the stock standard Malphite. Very cut and dry. Get that unstoppable force, the last breath, everybody's probably dead.
Now, I do want to note here, we don't know if it's going to be Akano on the Malphite or the Garen. If you look at the Chinese region, they play a lot of Garen in the support role, and I think that with Senna specifically, that's actually a pretty good lane. And then you can put Malphite into that Darius, because I don't know if you want the Garen into Darius matchup. I guess it just depends on which one you're more comfortable there, but from my perspective, I actually wouldn't hate that, just putting Garen with the Senna, because if Garen's able to farm up with the Senna behind him, he can actually be a pretty big threat.
Those two champions feel pretty similar to me in what they do in a team fight. To me, it just feels like more on two things. One, which one Yunero is more comfortable on, because of course he is not on the Renekton, he's not on the Darius. This is a new look for him in this series. And two, which champion you want to have more experience, because they're going to be playing in that solo lane rather than being sort of locked in the Senna jail, as it sometimes is in the duo. And it does look to me like Yunero will be on that here.
And this would be a first for Yunero here at the Horizon Cup. Has only played Renekton, Darius, and then one Camille game. So Yunero showing off a little bit more of a champ pool. SBTC are bringing out something new. I'll give that to them. This is a different look, but again, it's not that same look that I was hoping they would bring out that has guaranteed them wins before. Maybe their read on Team Secret is that it wouldn't work against them, so they feel like they have to double down on these, but again, backs against the wall. A reminder, a lose here and you're out of the tournament in the quarterfinals. For SBTC coming into the event, heavy favorites based on, just on paper, based on their performance in their own region, and then having a rough start to groups, coming back in the second 2 days, qualifying as the 3rd seed out of their group. They're hoping to go a little bit further here.
To me, this feels like a really solid way to do it. At least get some footing back in this series and make it a tight race, because both of these team compositions feel pretty similar to me. Yes, Yasuo does throw a wrench in the plans, but it feels to me like both of these team comps want to front-to-back team fight, potentially find an angle of engage, and then move on from there and potentially just wipe the fight. Notably, Kangas, Kirill actually is playing the Malphite.
They don't trust Akino at this point. You ulted past our screens a few too many times, so you get a break.
He's tired of people not peeling for him. He's the one who's diving
All
in.
right, I'll peel for myself this time. How about that? How about that, team? But let's see if it works out. I do like that, being able to swap that up throughout the series as well. But I also want to keep our eyes specifically on the jungle matchup. TF on the comfort pick of that Lee Sin. Trevor playing the J4 for the first time here. But even though I want to talk about jungle, I guess the players just want to keep duking it out in Dragon like every game. Because this is 3 in a row now. It starts off like that. Julie 1v1 Tatsuri right now. Barriers down. Explosive gas, or the bomb away does not blow flash, but that is flash from Shui in the Dragon lane. And now over the wall, TF lands the Sonic Wave under the turret. The heals come through from Amez, and Shui lives.
We're a minute into the game, and everybody's health bars are blinking. Kang has so many plays. It looks like they want to get in on the river, too. Both Julie and Satsuri picking up their honey fruit and moving in to fight the Scuttle Crab. What?
Okay, I guess Kiril just flash first ability. Seismic Shard. Now Trevor with a double knock-up here. Could be good for Team Secret if they can find more. They don't quite get TF. He goes back in onto Tatsuri, trying to jump away. Does fall as Hamez 1v1's Kiril underneath turret in the Dragon lane. Looks like I got a little greedy. Akino now doesn't have the health bar to take down Trevor, and that's a double kill over J4. Julie's still here. Julie's still here in the river. Try to 1v1 Trevor now. The shield comes up, the knock up. Trevor has the cooldowns and gets the killing spree. 4-2 in the extended trade.
That was effectively a triple kill for Trevor, and it's not on the high-octane Lee Sin that we're used to seeing from him, but it is still a lot of kills. On the flash dunk, Azar solo kills Unero.
Oh, we talked about the Baron lane matchup going into the event. And Azar is getting the better of it now. Dodges out. TF not confident. Thinks, okay, well, he's probably just completed the back, so walks away. But Azar just styling on Unero. They ban away the Renekton. They pick the Darius. So Unero goes to the Garen, and Azar just showing, yep, my champ pool's a little bit.
So I think Kiril just hit him with the shard. Yeah, so not enough healing at this stage of the game. Flash shard is enough. And then hilarity ensues. It starts off phenomenally by Team Secret as they get that 2-man flag and drag. Kiril attempting to do the same thing underneath the turret, but not quite so lucky with the Nami kills.
When you take 2 turret shots.
Yeah. Even Malphite can sometimes struggle with all of the physical damage of the turret, as we're not done with the action spots. Yeah, Trevor's here.
5. Namiyoko's out to start us off here. Akino underneath the turret all alone. Level 3. That poor Senna. Rampage for Trevor.
You just gotta feel bad at this point.
They're mad. SBTC say, how dare you do it thrice? Let's go for this one. They send their Baron laner all the way down here. Unero can't find anything. It's disaster smacks.
Hamez with the bubble. We know that he's sick at this champ. We know that he's sick with this ability, but it doesn't make it any less sick. It doesn't make it any less entertaining. That double bubble right there. Hamez saves the play, and SBTC can't find a single thing. They're down so drastically in the early game.
They're flailing.
Again, 3 games in a row.
They're flailing right now, sending the Baron laner all the way down there and not finding the play, not having the engagement of Malphite to start things off. Maybe they can pressure at this dragon. The resets came through from Team Secret. They're approaching.
First dragon of the entire series.
He gets to fight this. You can give this over.
Deny
Kiril goes
this.
to the engage. That's the combo. They don't get the kill though. Flash over the wall. Tatsuri's still alive. And they
resets.
turn the play.
Resets.
Azar with the double kill. SBTC just getting destroyed on the objective. The triple over to Azar. Darius absolutely insane right now. The quadra kill for Team Secret.
Let's go, Azar. So many resets, and he got every single one with the guillotine. Kangas, this guy on the Darius, is just stomping everybody into the ground. It started with that solo kill up top. He's spreading into the team fights. The first dragon fight is just over because he's here.
That was a desperation play from SBTC. They knew they were already 3K behind. They wanted to group up for the dragon. But again, the Malphite engage only hits one person. It's not the combo that they needed.
And you know what, Kangas? That was quite literally the axe replay right there for the Darius. Slicing everybody to the ground.
I'll give you that one. As I'll also give Team Secret pretty good chances of taking this 3-0. They just got 2 more kills onto Kiril and Akano, by the way, during that replay. And then they get the Herald. A massive lead. 5 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. A 7K gold lead.
Oh man, it's feeling more and more like Team Secret are going to be the SEA representatives in the semifinals. And for all you SEA fans out there, I know it feels a little bit bad that your Titan from the region, SBTC, goes out with a team kill. But man, the pride that you have to have for Team Secret for taking down their long-standing rivals in such devastation, it's got to be massive.
The pride of Team Secret, the pride of the Philippines here. Finally, it looks like getting justice for the wrongs that had happened to them throughout the regular season, but SBTC are not done fighting yet. They look for the pick out of his arm, but the bubble again from Amez keeps him alive. That is flashing down on Darius, but you still take that if you're Team Secret.
This guy is pretty good at Nami right here, Kangas, let me tell you. As a Nami expert, somewhat myself, you know, I'm just a diamond player, but I do play a lot of Nami.
You had to flex that really good.
Yep.
As Team Secret get another kill solo in that Dragon Lane. Actually, Amez was there as well. But they're going for more. Oh, the double to Azar.
I don't know if you can even kill Azar in a 1v5. You have all this feeling.
Maybe they can kill Trevor? No, unfortunately not able to do that either. Now J4 just goes back in. The tank is down. Domination for Trevor. It hasn't died yet. I believe, 6-0-6 for the J4. Smacks, this is looking like the cleanest game out of all 3.
Yeah, it seems more and more the SBTC are going to bow out of this tournament with a mere whimper, Kangas. The Titans of SBTC from Southeast Asia going out like this. I just, at this point, if you're this far down, I want to see some magic happen in those team fights, but I just don't know how possible that is with Azar running rampant.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is just straight up under turret. Julie's like, wait, you can't do this. This is illegal. I have a turret. That means you can't kill me. TF's like, wait, the same rule applies to me.
Let's go.
And the coaching staff reminding us what Azar can do in those situations, in fact.
Is this the largest lead that we've seen at 8 minutes in the entire tournament? I feel like
I cannot think of another example that is even close right now. But I mean, shock, Smacks, for me, for a lot of the fans out there, for a lot of expectations going into the event, but Team Secret are looking incredible right now. The form that they are in is just a wonder to watch.
It's just so good. The team that we heralded as the late game kings, the comeback kings, if you let them go late, they will trounce you. It turns out if Team Secret let themselves load into the game, early game, then the result is the exact same, Kangas. If they can put up these performances at the knockout stage at the first international tournament here at the Horizon Cup, then what can't they do? I'm thrilled for these guys moving forward against PKG if, of course, they do play out the rest of this game with the same ferocity.
Yeah, all you gotta do is play a clean game from here and it should be easy. Nice Nami ultimate from Amez to set it up. Hits 4 members and it's just clean sweeping from there on for Team Secret. Only 2 members left on SBTC. Not even 10 minutes in this game. And already the inhibitor turrets are looking under threat here as the tier 2s will start to fall.
You know, Kangas, at times like this, you start to think of the term the fiesta, right? Where there's just so many kills happening. Usually the term fiesta is applied when there are twice as many kills as there are minutes. But when all of them are on one team,
we're there too.
we are there, but when every single one of them is on one team, it's not a fiesta. It's just a story.
Man, Nami. This has got to be the most impressive Nami I've seen all week right here. And everybody's following up. Everybody's ready for the play. They were already going for their own flank play to start. That's Flash out of Kiril. They were looking to maybe contest at this Rift Herald, but Team Secret, they just have full control over the Rift. 12,000 gold lead. They can get any objective they want. They can go anywhere they want. Azar just flashing in 1v4 right now, but knows that his team is behind him. Ziggs bomb, damage on the TF. The guillotine! Legendary for Azar.
You can see the presence of this man. He walks forward, and all 4 members in a 4v1 have to run away from him. He's just that strong. He's just that powerful. And, I mean, at least the red buff. At least the red buff.
They don't get that steal. Yes, it's about the little victories for SBTC right now. They say at least we could get red buff on Akino, I suppose, at this point. Probably. But blue buff will get it. So, you know, it's life's about balance, Smacks. Team Secret trying to just make a statement at this point. How clean can you close this one out? DKG, you know they're watching this series thinking, okay, well, that's our opponent in the semifinals. You know, I know that we looked pretty good in our group, but I had Team Secret as my favorites to challenge DKG. When we were talking about that on the analyst desk a couple days ago, it was who at the tournament can bring the competition to DKG. And Team Secret, they're making me feel pretty good about that prediction so far.
Yeah, I mean, you will get that direct test tomorrow if this series does play out the way that we're thinking. On the other side, Kangas, we see SBTC. This is just not really the same way that we've seen them play in the wins that they've had. They had that Ezreal. That was
Trevor starts it off. Yeah, it's looking like they can just do anything. Like, this isn't even all members of Team Secret. That was a 2v3 engage, but they're just that far ahead, and they're gonna get 2 kills for their effort. Now SBTC underneath their own inhibitor turret. Rift Herald's dropped. 12 minutes on the clock. Are we about to get the fastest win at the Horizon Cup for Game 3 for Team Secret advancing? They're on to the Nexus here, taking down their regional rivals. Justice to Team Secret.